Resolution 1119, elected official salaries, whereas under section 27 of the town law, the town board should fix the salaries and expenses of elected officials for the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the annual salaries of said officers be and hereby are fixed and determined for the year 2019 and shall be as follows. Supervisor Robert A. Stanley, $37,250. Councilman Gail Alba, $9,000. Peter Disclafani, $9,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's messed up.
It's fine. 2019 for the year.
Kevin Van Blarken, $9,000. Faye Storms, $9,000. Highway Superintendent Eric Hoffmeister, $50,750. Clerk Collector Joyce Grant, $37,250. Assessor Chairman Peter DeMonica, $36,500. Assessor Dave Channing, $5,500. Janet Klugowitz, $5,500. Justice Tom Crusade, $19,000. And Michael Miranda, $19,000. And move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Discipline?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barken?
Yeah.
Stanley?
Yes. You're on it.
I know.
Resolution 12-19, Deputy Supervisor. Oh, should I read this?
Yes.
Okay. Whereas under section 42 of the town law, the town board may create the post of deputy supervisor. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board approve the appointment of Faye Storms to act as deputy supervisor in the absence of the supervisor without compensation for the year 2019. I move this adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Discipline?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barken?
Yes.
Stanley? There's no compensation, so.
No conversation. Where's the money?
Resolution 1319, Supervisor's Clerk. Whereas under Section 29, subsection 15 of the town law, the town board may authorize the supervisor to make a designation for the position of full-time clerk to the supervisor. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board approve the appointment of Lynn Stewart to serve at the pleasure of the supervisor and receive $13.20 per hour when discharging the duties of said office, not to exceed $24,025 for the fiscal year of 2019, and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Discipline?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barken?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 1419, Secretary / Bookkeeper to the Supervisor. Whereas under Section 29, subsection 15 of the town law, the town board may authorize the supervisor to make a designation for the position of part-time secretary / bookkeeper to the supervisor. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board approve the reappointment of Barbara Tordak to serve at the pleasure of the supervisor and receive $12.20 per hour when discharging the duties of said office, not to exceed $17,130 for the fiscal year 2019. Move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Discipline?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barken?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 15-19, Deputy Highway Superintendent. Whereas the Superintendent of the Highways has requested that the town board establish the office of Deputy Superintendent of Highways, therefore be it resolved that Neil Grant be reappointed to this position without compensation for the year 2019, and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Discipline?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barken?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes. Resolution 1619, Secretary of the Highway Superintendent. Whereas under Section 20, notes of Decision 9 of the town law, the town board shall appoint all employees in the town. Therefore, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Highway Superintendent, that Kara Grant be reappointed to serve as Secretary to the Highway Superintendent and to serve at his pleasure and be paid $12.45 per hour when performing the duties of said office, not to exceed $22,600 with $1,000 additionally allotted for overtime for the fiscal year 2019, and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Discipline?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barken?
Yes.
Stanley?
Sure.
Resolution 17-19, Deputy Town Clerk and Tax Collectors. Whereas under Section 30, Subdivision 10 of the town law, the town clerk determines the designation of deputies. The town board shall determine by resolution the powers and duties of such deputies, and whether or not such deputies shall be compensated by the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board reappoint Jacqueline Guglielmetti as full-time deputy town clerk, tax collector, and be paid $15.90 per hour, not to exceed $28,950 for the fiscal year 2019, and to perform the duties of the town clerk, tax collector in her absence. And be it further resolved that Patricia Hines be reappointed as part-time deputy town clerk, tax collector, and be paid $15.45 per hour, not to exceed $11,250 for the fiscal year 2019, and to perform the duties of the town clerk, tax collector in her absence. And I move its adoption.
I second.
Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 1819, Records Management and Information Officer. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Joyce Grant be and hereby is reappointed Records Management Officer and Public Information Officer, and hold office at the pleasure of the town board, and receive no compensation for the discharge of said duties, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 1919, Chairman of the Board of Assessors. Whereas under Section 22B of the town law, the town board should designate the appointed officers, employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Peter DeMonica be appointed Chairman of the Board of the Assessors for the town of Shandaken and receive an annual salary of $36,500 for the fiscal year 2019, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 20-19, Assessor's Clerk. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, notes of Decision 9, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Grace Grant be and hereby is reappointed Assessor's Clerk to assist in the clerical duties of the assessors and be paid $13.25 per hour, not to exceed $24,115 for the fiscal year 2019, while discharging the duties of said office, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes. Resolution 2119, Justice Court Clerk. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, notes of Decision 9, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that, I should read Wendy Lockwood, be reappointed as Clerk of the Justice Court to assist in the clerical duties of the town Justice Court and be paid an annual salary not to exceed $27,690 for the fiscal year 2019, while discharging the duties of said office, and move its adoption.
Second.
Who did it?
Who was it?
Peter?
Peter.
I'm sorry. Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 22-19, Police Commission. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Theodore R. Byron, William Lundberg, and William J. McGrath be reappointed to the Police Commission for the year 2019, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 2319, Town Police Department Chief. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town, and therefore be it resolved that Chad Story be and hereby is reappointed police chief for the town of Shandaken Police Department and hold office at the pleasure of the town board, and receive an annual salary not to exceed $22,000 for the fiscal year of 2019, while discharging his duties of the said office, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Alba,
Yes.
Sisglafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barcom,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Resolution 2419, Ambulance Chief Officers and Pay Rates. Under Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Whereas in order to address the increase in New York State minimum wage laws which exceed existing raises for employees and adjusts the current contract, Therefore, be it resolved that the following personnel be appointed to the Town of Shandaken Ambulance at rates not to exceed the following for the fiscal year 2019. Ambulance Chief Rich Mullenly at $12,000 per year. Deputy Ambulance Chief Brendan Whalen at $5,000 per year. Equipment Manager Dennis Frano at $5,000 a year. Line Officer Ernie Long Sr. at $5,000 per year. And as provided under contract, said employee shall serve at the discretion of the ambulance chief and town board. Be it further resolved that the following pay rates shall apply for individuals in each class plus longevity pay. Ambulance driver at $11.10 per hour, ambulance tech at $12.10 per hour, and ambulance paramedic at $17.80 per hour, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storm?
Yes.
Sam Marcum?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 25-19, Phoenicia Water District. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be resolved that Alfred Peavy, John Kilb, Don Bucher, and Nick Formont be appointed to the Phoenicia Water Committee for 2019. Be it further resolved that Alfred Peavy chair this committee, and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storm?
Yes.
Sam Marcum?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes. Halfway there. Resolution 2619, Superintendent of Phoenicia Water District, whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Richard Lucadella hereby is reappointed Superintendent of the Phoenicia Water District and hold office at the pleasure of the town board and receive an annual salary not to exceed $22,750 to be dispersed once each month and expenses as allotted in the 2019 budget as pursuant to law while discharging the duties of said office. And be it further resolved that the town board, upon the recommendation of the water superintendent, hire laborers as water superintendent deems necessary within budget constraints and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storm?
Yes.
Sam Marcum?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 27-19, Phoenicia Water District 2. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Barbara Turdek be and hereby is appointed clerk for the Phoenicia Water District and be paid $12.20 hourly, not to exceed $5,000 for the fiscal year 2019, while discharging said duties. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storm?
Yes.
Sam Marcum?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 2819, Pine Hill Water Committee. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Peter DeMonica, Lowell Smith, Richard Shadle, thank you, and Michael Wooten.
Michelle.
Oh, God, sorry, Michelle.
We're all sick, by the way.
Michelle Wooten be appointed to the Pine Hill Water Committee for 2019. And be it further resolved that Michelle Wooten chair of this committee and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storm?
Yes.
Sam Marcum?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 2919, Superintendent of Pine Hill Water District. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Donald Clark be and hereby is reappointed Superintendent of the Pine Hill Water District, hold office at the pleasure of the town board, and receive an annual salary of $25,200 to be dispersed once each month, and expenses as allotted in the 2019 budget as pursuant to law, while discharging the duties of his office. And be it further resolved that the town board, upon the recommendation of the water superintendent, hire laborers as the water superintendent deems necessary within the budget constraints. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storm?
Yes.
Sam Marcum?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 30-19, Pine Hill Water District Bookkeeper. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Patricia Hines be and hereby is reappointed bookkeeper for the Pine Hill Water District and be paid an annual salary not to exceed $600 for the fiscal year 2019, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Resolution 3119, Pioneer Water District Building Clerk, whereas under section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Barbara Turdak be and hereby is reappointed building clerk for the Pioneer Water District and be paid at a rate of $12.20 per hour, not to exceed $1,300 for the fiscal year 2019, unless you, while discharging said duties, be it further resolved that she serve at the pleasure of the town board, Pine Hill Water Commissioner, and the tax collector, and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 32-19, Planning Board Member. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Alan Shiner be reappointed to the Shandaken Planning Board with his term to expire in December 31st, 2025. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 3319, resolution appointing chair and vice chair for the planning board. Whereas pursuant to section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Donald Brewer be reappointed as chair of the planning board and Clifton Rapufo be reappointed as vice chair of the planning board for the year 2019. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 3419, zoning board of appeals member, whereas pursuant to section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Joe Michaels be reappointed to the zoning board of appeals with his term to expire in December 31st, 2023. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 35-19, resolution appointing chair and vice chair to the zoning board of appeals. Whereas pursuant to section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Keith Johnson be reappointed as chair and Rolf Reese be appointed as vice chair of the zoning board of appeals for the year 2019. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes. Resolution 3619, appointment of municipal code officer and zoning enforcement officer. Whereas pursuant to town law, section 20 and section 138, and pursuant to sections 11663, 11664, and 7711 of the Code of the Town of Shandaken, municipal code officer in the town is responsible for the enforcement of zoning, floodplain administration, building, and fire prevention, protection ordinances, and rules and regulations. Therefore, be it resolved that Howard McGowan be reappointed as municipal code officer and be paid $17 per hour, not to exceed $31,000, and mileage while on town business for the fiscal year 2019 while dispensing the duties of said office, and move its adoption.
Uh,
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 37-19, Building Department Secretary. Whereas under section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Sandra Peterson be reappointed as Building Department Secretary with an hourly rate of $12, not to exceed $22,850 for the fiscal year 2019, and serve at the pleasure of the Planning Board, Zoning Board of Appeals, Municipal Code Officer, Zoning Enforcement Officer, be accountable to the town board while dispensing duties of said office. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani,
Yes.
Storms,
Yes.
Van Barker.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Resolution 3819, resolution appointing Parks and Recreation Board members. Whereas pursuant to section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that John Nicoletti and Amelia Hedeman be reappointed as Big Indian Park and Smith Park managers, respectively, with their terms to expire December 31st, 2021, and shall serve without compensation at the pleasure of the town board. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba,
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 3919, Town Historian, Town Historical Museum Board, and Museum Director. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town, and the town board wishes to appoint a town historian. And whereas the town board also recognizes that the town of Shandaken Historical Museum maintains a board of directors. Therefore, be it resolved that Kathleen Myers be appointed historian for the town of Shandaken for the year 2019 without compensation while performing the duties of said office. And be it further resolved that William Andrews, Richard Bennett, Richard Diaz, June Lamarca, Doris Neves, Frank Spina, Mary Lou Stapleton are hereby recognized as being the town of Shandaken Historical Museum Board, with Mary Lou Stapleton being the chair of the board. And be it yet further resolved that Kathleen Myers be reappointed as museum director, and that she receives $12 hourly, not to exceed $15,000, as per the 2019 town budget, while dispensing duties of said office. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 40-19, Ethics Committee. Whereas pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Code of the Town of Shandaken, Article 3, Section 20-7, Establishment of the Board of Ethics. Therefore, be it resolved that Richard Lovelace, Helen Morelli, and Chad Story be appointed as the Ethics Committee for the Town of Shandaken, and to serve at the pleasure of the Town Board and follow Chapter 20 of the Code of the Town of Shandaken. I move its adoption.
I'll second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes. Resolution 4119, Dog Patrol Officer and Dog Enumerator. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Nancy Hudler be hereby reappointed Dog Control Officer and Enumerator for the year 2019, and shall receive an annual salary not to exceed $10,650. And Tom Ronaldo be hereby reappointed Assistant Dog Control Officer and shall receive an annual wage of $4,705 and contractual expenses of $3,750 for expenses incurred pursuant to law contained within the 2019 budget when discharging the duties of said offices at the pleasure of the board, and move its adoption.
A
Second.
second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Oh. Storms?
Yeah.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Resolution 42-19, recycling attendant. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Joe Rotella Jr. will be reappointed as recycling attendant and be paid $12 hourly, not to exceed $9,360, as per the 2019 town budget while dispensing duties of said office. I move its adoption.
A second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani? Storms?
Yes.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 4319, municipal worker. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Robert Gasparity be reappointed as the municipal worker for the town of Shandaken for 2019 at $11.50 per hour, not to exceed $11,960, while dispensing duties of said office, and move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 4419, Social Services Officer. Whereas under Municipal Affairs, State Comptroller, Section 71-1098 grants the town board the right to authorize someone to act as town social services officer. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board approve Robert A. Stanley to act as social services officer, to be paid no compensation, and to be allowed expense money in the amount of $300 for expenses incurred pursuant to law when discharging the duties of said office. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Scafani?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Van Barger?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 45-19, Director of Civil Defense. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Theodore Byron Jr. be appointed as the Director of Civil Defense for the town of Shandaken with no compensation for the year 2019. And move its adoption, and move its adoption.
Second.
Who's the, Storms? Second?
Second. Yes, I'll second.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Mayor Barker?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes. Resolution 4619, resolution appointing Catskill Collaborative members, whereas the town of Shandaken is a member community of the Central Catskills Collaborative, which includes municipalities of Andes, Fleischmann, Margaretville, Middletown, and Olive. Whereas the town is requested to annually appoint 2 standing members and 1 alternate to the collaborative. Therefore, be it resolved that the town of Shandaken Town Board hereby reappoints town board member Faye Storms and resident Doris Bartlett as the standing representatives, and Parks and Recreation Board Chair Marty Gales as the alternate member for the town of Shandaken on the Catskill Collaborative Committee for the year 2019, and move its adoption.
I second.
Alba?
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Mayor Barker?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 47-19, advance payment of utility bills. Whereas under section 118, notes of decision 2 of the town law, the town board may authorize payment of public utility services in advance of audited claims. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the supervisor to pay said bills in advance of audited claims. I move its adoption.
Second.
Alba?
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Storms?
Yes.
Mayor Barker?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 4819, resolution to pay all bills. Whereas the Department of Audit and Control required town boards to see and inspect all vouchers coming into the town for payment, to number and total amounts for each fund. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorizes the following vouchers paid. General, $68,878.33. Highway, $84,076.01. Phoenicia Water, $9,848.64. Pine Hill Water, there's no amount at this point. Phoenicia Lights, $1,101.47. Chichester Lights, $161.20. Pine Hill